Bruce Wayne here, Gotham Collections. It's Comic Book Wednesday tomorrow. It's going to be a dandy. Or will it? Perhaps it's poop. Could be a little poopy. Some of us are thinking it's a little poopy. But anyway, we'll discuss that later. We'll have our picks from the investigative reporting team. What are they picking this week? We'll also have our scoreboard. How did we do last week? I can tell you right now, Brucey Wayne shit the bed on this one. Yeah, pretty bad. But that's what you get when you go with a book that says, it's a possible this or a possible that. So can't win them all, but this could be a good week. Who knows? We'll see. So yeah, we have some good little information too about what's coming out tomorrow too. One that you may not have considered. Something to think about. Of course, this is all theories. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I have no fucking idea. But anyway, we'll discuss that later. So we'll talk about our picks. Then we'll talk about the Key Collectors app and what they're listing as potential keys that's coming out tomorrow. You might want to run for them, or as I say every week, you might want to run as fast as you fucking can away from it. Save that money for a back issue or something. Yes. Don't really have much to show you because I have nothing new from my last video, so I just thought I'd put up these two beautiful books. The real deal, folks. Really nice. Really proud of these. I promise I won't be showing them to you every single week. But yeah, I'm just still on the moon with these with this, so I thought, why not show it? Makes for a lovely background, doesn't it? Yes. What is Key App Collector saying this week? So let's go through them all. Well, would you believe that there's an actual Iron Man book that's considered possibly a key? Wow, we haven't heard of one of these in quite some time, even though everyone says, movies make everything go up in value. Well, as I keep saying, when was the last fucking Iron Man book hot, Yeah, Riri Williams. But does that have anything to do with the movies? No. So, yeah. So, yeah, again, if you think movies are going to pay your mortgage, you might as well fucking forget it, especially the Marvel ones. I mean, there's enough evidence out there, people, that these books do not hold their value at all. They're hot before the movie comes out and then poop later. But yes, I've said that enough times. So anyway, we have Tony Stark, Iron Man, in number 16. And for some reason, this is considered a key because it's the Ultron agenda. Why anyone would give a fuck, I don't know, but there you have it. And then we have Absolute Carnage, number 3. Now, I've seen a spoiler here, and I'll show that to you right now. This is from Key App Collector. It's a spoiler. To me, this makes me shake my head and go, what in the fuck are you people doing? Good Lord. Good Lord. Why must you feed us this crap every single week, people? We got Absolute Carnage number 3, and as you've seen there, it looks like maybe a Venom Hulk. Oh, fuck off. Right? Just fuck off. All right, next one, please. We have Spider-Man number 1. Just what we need, another Spider-Man number 1. We don't nearly have enough of these. We need more and more and more as you possibly can. And this one is extra super duper special because it's a story written by J.J. Abrams. But anyway, yeah, so this one could be hot because it's the first Ben Parker. Oh, another Spider-Man. Yes! Woo! I am super pumped for that. Fuck off. All right, next one. We have, okay, here's the list of the growing list. And I just mentioned these quickly because I just really, I don't care, and I don't think you should too unless you want to read them. So here's the the long list of indie number 1s coming out tomorrow that you might want to run for. Why, I don't know, but you might want to run. We have Butcher Queen number 1. We have, I don't know what the hell this one is. CBDLF Presents Selling Comics. Well, at least it's original. And these are essays from industry pros. Now, I don't know if this is comic book artists and writers, or if it's just people like us saying, you need to get this book and blah, blah, blah. I don't understand what the fuck they're talking about here. Steeple, number 1. We have Inferior 5, number 1. You Are Obsolete, number 1. Yeah, so you might want to pick one of those and hope for the best. Oh, What else do we have? Oh, we have G.I. Joe #1. IDW keeps trying with the G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, I think I'd say they're failing. They must be paying a fortune for these themes unless G.I. Joe is paying them to make comics for them so they can, advertise or at least keep the toys alive. I don't know what's going on there. I don't see how they're making money based on what they sell at our shops. But anyway, G.I. Joe #1, and this is, it says possible new characters. So we don't know for sure. Definitely go there, leaf through the book. If you see some characters that turn your crank, grab it, obviously. But just remember, friends, that I don't think there'd be a bigger new character for G.I. Joe than Lady Snake Eyes, who came out a few years ago. Nobody gives a fuck about her anymore. So keep that in mind before you blow all your money on G.I. Joe #1. What is this? Oh yes, just what we needed. Another variant cover for Something is Killing the Children. Yes, this. What? You know what? Why even write issue #2? Just give us a new variant every week for the next 52 weeks. That'd be great. Yeah, awesome. All right, Superman #15. Here's another possible. And that is John Kent joins the Legion of Superheroes. I don't think anyone, Jesus could join the Legion of Superheroes, and I don't think anyone would give a fuck. So avoid that one, I'd say. Arrow #3, I'm not even going to talk about, who cares. Black Panther, we have Agent of Wakanda. How many series of Black Panther now is there that nobody cares about? Quite a few, isn't there? Yeah, so avoid that one. Arrow 3 does have a few first apps of, Class D characters maybe at best, but yeah, save your money. And again, I'll say it one last time, if you'd like to read these things and blah, 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 then absolutely go for it. If you get enjoyment out of it, grab them. But I am talking about spec books, and these are definitely not spec books. And we also have House of X. That's #5. So that one should be a key. It looks like, based on, here's a little spoiler from Key App again. So spoiler alert. So as we can see here, there's 5 new characters. Biscuit brought a good point that they are probably the new horsemen for Apocalypse. So that's something to think about. But again, just remember, no one cared about the other horsemen, did they? No, they didn't. And really, they don't even care about Apocalypse. So yeah. All right, so let's move along, shall we? Well, let's talk about these books. Very nice books. Yeah, we have the Hulk here, 181, and then we have Hulk 180. There's a big conspiracy going now. Everyone's saying, sell this one and go for 180 and blah, 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 blah. And, do whatever the fuck you want. Who cares? I always wanted this book. I bought that when I was a small child. I've always wanted this book. The price was right, even though it was ridiculously high. And I grabbed it, and that's why I grabbed it. I don't care about anything else. Likely, when I die, all this shit's going to charity. So someone will be fucking happy with it besides me later on. So that'll be great. And God forbid I don't have to sell this for some god known reason. But beautiful books there. And I just wanted to show you, since the X-Men series is finally hot now. Everyone's going goo goo gaga over the Hickman series, all these crossovers. People are saying it's a fantastic read, and everyone's getting huge hard-ons over it. So here's a book that here's 2 books actually you should consider before they're too expensive. And here is one, and we have the Uncanny X-Men 121. That's the first full appearance of the Alpha Flight. And then we have Uncanny 120, which is the one I would definitely go for if you had to choose. This is number 120, and this is the first cameo of Alpha Flight. So these are very nice books. There was a new book that came out, Alpha Flight, True North, and everyone really liked it. It actually sold out in our hometown. So yeah, here in Canada, I think it's going to be a big book. In the United States, I don't know if people will care, but hopefully maybe that book will make them care. So it's something to consider. It is a value price. Basically, all of these burn run of Uncanny have just gone through the roof lately. So now is definitely not the time to buy them at eBay prices, but if you can find them at a good deal, scoop them all. Even if they're not keys, that entire run's just going to blow up, because that's pretty much the last time X-Men was really well respected anyway. We've had some great X-Men books as of late, even before the House of Poop and all that shit, but these ones are really considered, masterpieces. So I would go for that run. And if you want to go a little older, you have a few more dollars to spend. This is an exceptional book, and it's very undervalued. This is really old as fuck. It's a 12-cent book. You can get this for less than $100. It's the first issue of Polaris. It's an absolutely beautiful cover. It's a beautiful character. Yes, she was in the show, the Mutants, whatever the hell it was called, the kids there. But, no one cared about that show. And it did absolutely nothing for the comics, just like most every show, as you may or may not have noticed. And but it's just a matter of time before maybe this character will show up in the XMEN series, and all of a sudden everyone will get a huge hard on. So something to consider. That's X-Men 49. It's an oldie. You cannot go wrong when you find these books for a low price. Just grab them, grab them, grab them. They can only go up. They're so rare. Everyone's like, low print run. Yeah, well, even if they made 5 million of these, you're not going to find this as easily as any of those low print run first indie whatever, right? I don't give a fuck. Like, go for the old ones, friends. Stay away from the new unless you like to read. Please, for the love of God. So there you go. We got some nice books there. Let's flip them back to the Gucci. I just love looking at them. Sorry. Love them. All right, so let's go. We're going to show the scoreboard from last week. How is myself and the investigative reporting team doing? Well, Brucey, wow, he really stunk it up with his book. His book is basically less than cover price now. It's absolutely no reason why to get it. But, as we said, there was nothing really we really wanted to pick last week. We just kind of went, whatever. We had to pick a book that came out last week, and so we did. So here's the scoreboard. We'll see how we're doing. Yeah. Not too bad. You can't really, but hopefully this week will generate some more interest in our books anyway. So we have that. So let's see what we're picking this week, shall we? Excellent. All right. So let's start with Sheldon from Butt Nowhere, Newfoundland. All right. He always picks a winner. What did he pick? He's going with Absolute Carnage 3. So I think the Hulk Venom thing has really got him interested. He would like the Pepe Larraz variant, so that will obviously cost a little bit more at your shop tomorrow when it's available, and you probably have to be there first thing, but it's there. It should be affordable. It's not a high ratio or nothing. So there you go. And then we have Brad from fucking New Brunswick, and he is going with the Spider-Man #1 by J.J. Abrams. And he's banking on first Ben Parker. So there's his pick of the week. Could be a dandy, who knows? Okay. C.P. Vicious. Well, he's going with House of X. House of X #5 comes out tomorrow. He's going with the regular cover. So we'll see that. Also, we have Biscuit. He is also going with House of X #5. There seems to be some excitement for this book, friends. Or perhaps we just think everything else is shit. From what I'm hearing, I think we just think everything else is shit. But anyway, let's go on to Brucey. What is Brucey picking? He better pick a good one, because if he doesn't, he is in deep trouble. I am also going with House of X #5. But I'm going with this cover. And you know why? Because if I looked at these what we think is the new horsemen for Apocalypse, these new villains, there's 5 of them it seems to be. I'm going with the girl in the miniskirt, because chicks seem to be the only books that really go up in value, unless it's, some symbiote of Venom and blah, 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 blah. But other than that, it's the chicks that generally go up in value. And I don't know who this chick is on this cover, but it kind of looks like the miniskirt girl here in that other picture. So right there, we have a first app. Maybe, I don't know for sure, on the cover. It's not a ratio. I think it's just another one of those Young Guns things, which did the same thing with Demigod. So I'm picking that one. I think you can't lose when you have a first app on the cover, and none of the other covers have a first app. So I'm going with this one. It is a pretty cool cover too. Very nice. exciting. All right. So there we have, you have Sheldons, we have Brads, we have CP Vicious, we have Biscuit with a pick. Well, thank you very much for watching. And please, we love your comments. We love to hear about it. We want to hear more. Is there anything you disagree with? I don't expect everyone to love my opinions. I welcome, Brucey, you're a fucking idiot. Brucey, your picks were shit. I love to hear that. Anything at all. So thanks again for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.